know, representative of Canto, Mrs. Fraser, who we all know too, Mrs. Charles Harris, who we all know, and all the other representatives of the different organizations. And before I say anything else, I have taken some time last night to write out the meaning of Canto and all the organizations that are represented here this morning to assist us. Now, I think it is very significant that we should have this program here this morning, and I'm very pleased about it, because we are celebrating our 40th year, this year, of our existence, Bishops in and while the vice principal and other teachers and we sit and friends of St. Cecilia's, because we are also St. Cecilia's, and that is the patron saint of music. We got together and we have been, trying to know what we can do to celebrate this very significant milestone in the history of the school. There comes an invitation for this morning. And I am extremely pleased, and I welcome all of you, and I hope that all the girls sitting here, well, I know you're going to benefit, but you will listen carefully, because something important is to take place after this. And I myself will be learning a lot. Okay, so thank you very much, and we look forward to a very interesting morning. Thank you very much. And welcome again.
Thank you, Mrs. Pinder. Today's event is co-sponsored by Canto and the Seroptimus Club. And we are pleased to have some very prominent ladies here with us this morning. We have the Secretary General of Canto, Mrs. Fraser, and with her team, all coordinated in green and white and navy. We have, I'm seeing at the back, Teresa Wankin, Dale Edwards. In front we have Trisha Balthazar. We also have with us the president of the National Seroptimus Club, Glenda Harris. And of course we have our various presenters for today. We have Michelle Allam of DocuCenter, and we also have from DocuCenter with us this morning, Dale Lachlan. Cheryl Johnson from the Telecommunications Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, better known as TAT. Monique Mata, Corporate Special Performance Specialist at Flow. Ophelia Batiste from TSTT. Giselle Ramsaran is here with us already, is she? No, she hasn't arrived as yet. And Kellyanne Phillips of the Community Hub. So throughout the day, these are the ladies that you're going to be hearing contributions from. But as we stand here this morning, I really want to see how alert you are now. And then we're going to test during the course of the morning how alert you are at various points. How many of you all knew you all were coming to something that was going to be done by Canto and Seroptimus Club? Let's see hands. Nobody knew that they were coming to a presentation that was being done by Canto and Seroptimus Club? No? So here's the question. What does Canto mean? What's your name? You're going to say your name and then you will respond.
My name is Rena Webster, and Canto means Caribbean Association of National telecommunication organization.
Let's get your first name again. Renelle, I think for showing that you're not only awake, but that you're listening, we need to give you something. So let's start the day off with that. There you are. All right. Does anybody have an idea as to what the Optimist Club does? Not yet? Okay. And today's conversation is all about ICT. What does ICT mean? But your hand went up before I finish asking the question. Let's hear you. Your name is?
Teresa. Ask them to turn around when they answer.
All right, let's hear it from you. And Monique, you'll get a little reward for that as well. Okay. So 2 things to remember when you call to us, to respond to a question. 1, give your name, and we want to capture you live on camera. So you're going to turn and face the camera in the back as you respond. We want to capture this moment. Okay, so thank you, Monique and Renelle. I now invite Michelle Allen of DocuCenter to share with us an inspirational piece. Michelle?
Good morning, girls. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, women. It's nice to see so many smiling, enthused faces. Thank you for the opportunity to come to share this inspirational poem with you today. It is by Marianne Williamson, and I'm sharing this on behalf of DocuCenter, whom I represent. Before I begin, it is our hope that as you progress through life and on your journey to become the women that you can become, women in ICT, strong women, strong bishops women, that when you are struggling, because the times ahead may pose challenges, that you'll be able to reflect back on these words and find strength. So I begin. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve this world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michelle. Some very profound words. And may I add that in my capacity as president of the Association of Female Executives of Trinidad and Tobago, that is in fact the same piece that I shared with the women at the start of the year and asked that they carry that with them throughout the year. So girls, hold on to that light and know that you are the ones that are capable of releasing your potential. Okay, thank you. The next person to approach the podium, I would have to say, is really someone of extreme profundity. I'm going to pronounce her name in my best Dutch accent, It's the Secretary General, Raheni Fraser. And why I say that, I really admire Raheni is in terms of the fact that she is originally from Suriname and has come to Trinidad and Tobago in the capacity of Secretary General of CANTO. And CANTO is an organization, as Renelle described to you, it's a Caribbean organization, which means that her job entails interacting with individuals from a host of different countries. Mrs. Fraser holds a master's degree in telecommunications from Michigan University, and she has served at the Telecommunication Corporation in Suriname and held several positions there during the period 1976 and 2003. Since taking up her responsibility for CANTO, she has been responsible for increasing the membership of CANTO by approximately 300% in the past 7 years. That is a major accomplishment. I invite Ms. Fraser then to open today's proceedings in terms of defining for you what is ICT.
Thank you very much, Judy, and thank you very much, girls of Bishop Centenary. Ms. Pinder, thank you very much for allowing us to come and do this project here at the school. I have a special bond with the school because 3 daughters of mine attended this school. 2 of them are here present, 1 of them is back in Suriname. So because of the bond, I have immediately decided if we're doing a project of this significance, I may immediately approach the principal of the school and ask if we can do it with them because of the bond and the knowledge I have for the needs of this school. Meryl is there in the back, just finished secondary school. And where is Latoya? Latoya is, she's helping outside. She's now attending the University of the West Indies. So I have to thank Bishop Centenary for the contribution that they made to help my girls advance in life. So my job is very easy. Today, can you read this? Yes, sir. My job is very easy. I have to define what ICT is. But I'm taking a special approach to this. You will see later why. Can I have the next slide? Well, the way I organize this presentation, it will be a brief presentation of less than 10 minutes. I will give you some descriptions of ICT. I'll tell you in 1 minute what CANTO is doing, what Seroptimus is doing, because as you know, this project is done in collaboration with Seroptimus. Because I hear a lot about CANTO, but Seroptimus is doing a great part of this project. So I'll talk about Seroptimus and the reason why I'm the Secretary General of CANTO, but also the Vice President of Seroptimus International of Port of Spain. So that's why we decided to combine the 2 organizations and do this work. The other reason is also, CANTO is into ICT, but Seroptimus is into advancing the lives of women and girls. So it was a perfect match to combine the efforts of both organizations and implement this project. So we will also look at why women and girls, why we choose women and girls to do this project with, and then we'll look briefly at what is happening locally, nationally and internationally in the field of ICT and how you can get involved. I'm sure you are already involved because we have done some communication, interaction with your teachers, your principal, to get you involved in the activities that we're suggesting. And then I'll give you some contact details, what you can do after this meeting. Next, please. Okay, the way that an ICT is presently defined is that it includes communication devices and applications. So the device and the way it is used, the application related to radio, television, cellular phones, computers, network hardware, network software, and satellite systems, and so on, as well as services and applications associated with things such as video conferences and distance learning. But that is mainly the technology part of the definition of ICT. What is more important and I'm most interested in, and maybe you also, can I have the next slide, is that the importance of ICT lies mainly for us and less in the technology, but more in the ability to create greater access to information and communication in underserved populations. So the technology is there. The developed countries of countries who have the ability to design them are doing their part, but we here in the third world are more interested in what ICT can do for us, how it impacts our lives, our organizations, our people, our children, our girls. So that's why I focus my presentation more on the impact on what these technologies can do for us. And the UN came up with an initiative where they are talking about ICT for development, and then it expanded in ICT for education, ICT for health, to look at what these technologies, how they impact the development of our countries, our organizations, our children, etc. Next, please. Okay, that's about an ICT. About Kanto, a couple of facts about Kanto are that it is we have already heard that it is a regional organization of telephone operating country. I'm saying telephone, but we are switching into ICT. When Kanto started, it started as a telephone operating company, but we're talking now about ICT companies, and we have about 130 members in 36 countries. While headquarters of our office is here in Trinidad and Tobago, 9 out of 10 of our employees, 9 of our 10 employees are females from 4 countries. I emphasize this because I will tell you about how diversity, impact your organization, how important this is to have a diverse a diverse group of people working for you, not only guys but also women, and not only guys at the top level but also women at the top level, because it impact your turnaround. So I want you to remember this. Our vision is to be the leader in shaping information and communication. Just to shape how information and communication impact the Caribbean and other parts of the world. So remember that, please, you may get a question. What is Kanso vision? It is to be the leader in shaping information and communication. If you just remember the word shaping, then you will be okay. That is Kanto. And about Soroptimus International, I'm a member of Soroptimus International of Port of Spain, because the region has the country has about 6 clubs. And Miss Charles Harris and I are a member of the Port of Spain club. So if you look at the statistics or the facts of Soroptimus International, the organization has about 90,000 members. And all those 90,000 members are females. There are 300 clubs. So in each community, each part of your country, you can set up a club. We have clubs in Port of Spain, we have in Newtown, we have in Chaguanas, we have in St. Augustine, we have in Tobago, clubs of Soroptimus. And what do we do in some of Optimus? We focus on the advancement of women and girls worldwide. There are 4 federations in the clubs, and the club in the Americas, in Europe, in Great Britain and Ireland. Great Britain and Ireland and the South Pacific. Trinidad has 6 clubs in the Sigby. What I wanted to ask one of the students here, we have 4 federations. Under which federation do you think that the Trinidad club belongs? In the Americas, in Europe, in Great Britain and Ireland, or Southwest Pacific? Who has an idea? We are in the Caribbean, and you have 4 federations. Where do you think? You can think about it. At the end of the presentation, you can win a prize if you guess where we belong. Okay? The next slide, please. So now the question is why women and girls and boys? We have one staff member in the office who's a guy, and he said, "Am I welcome?" So I told him, no, it's a girls thing. So why women and girls? Well, the organizations have done a lot of research, and they have seen that there are not enough women and girls in the ICT center, especially not at the top level. They may be doing things. Here you have a number of top level positions, but they are not CEOs of companies, secretary generals of the organizations, ITU, etc. It's not enough. And the research has also shown that girls are involved in sectors, that when girls are involved in the sectors or women, they bring a lot of value to the sector. And another fact of the research is that while there are a lot of opportunities, women and girls in the sector lack the skills because we don't train, we don't, there are a number here, but we don't do it enough. Next slide, please. And what has happened now, the ITU has therefore started an initiative to promote the development of women and girls in ICT and encourage you girls to seek positions and careers in the field. They have even adopted a policy that if a number of guys